Hello and happy scary season again. As you can see, we're dressed up and we're here for another visit. Now, as you can probably guess by the fact we're in a very bubbly monorail, we're at Alton Towers Scarefest and we're here to check out some of the mazes and experiences that are new for this year. Not too sure how this video is going to go. It might not be a full vlog just because we turned up at 5:30 because we've been busy doing another event with our Scream team at House Productions, but yeah, we'll see how we get on and where we end up. But for now, we'll see, taking the model to the park. As you can see, we've gone with kind of Altonville inspired character designs. My one's very much baby from Altonville, Skin Snatchers, and yours is your
quite happy hillbilly.
Happy hillbilly, Tiny's cousin, as we like to call him.
Very handsome cousin, if you don't mind.
So I thought we'd bring these ones out. I mean, I've never worn this one before, and I thought quick and easy to unpack, so here we are. But obviously we've got a few different mazes to experience. There's a return of Compound.
Yeah, we got Compound.
We really enjoyed last year. We've got the return of obviously Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. Again, maze we experienced and did enjoy last year. I personally think it's going to be the last year this year, so... It'd be
a shame if it is, but at the same time, how long has old Tiny been in the towers?
10 years for the entire Altonville Skin Snatchers as well, so...
It would be nice to see a conclusion to the story instead of just cutting it all together.
I mean, Altonville has been going on before then as well.
Yeah.
We'd have to get Dark Shadow to do a whole deep dive on that, because obviously this is his domain, really.
Well, yeah, get him to throw that as a bit for his vlogs.
Yeah, so Dark Shadow, your challenge, Altonville history, we want it. And of course there's the new Edge of the Forest, which is a new scare maze, which we've not really heard much about. We know people have been talking about it today already, so we're avoiding all the spoilers till we get there. But really looking forward to seeing how that story of the Dark Forest goes. And then obviously we've got the scare zones, so there's Burial Grounds, which is returning. Now I'm not a big fan of Burial Grounds, so I'm hoping this show will convince me otherwise. And then we've also got Dark Hollow, which is the new Dark Forest inspired scare zone, which we're really looking forward to. It looks like it'll be quite enjoyable. And it was very much giving Teddy Bear's Picnic 13 kind of vibes when we saw the trailer, so let's see how that goes.
Let's go get some snappies.
Yeah, I mean, we're also obviously got the Alton Ancestors, the Freaky Friends and their stuff. We might not catch them today because obviously we're running a bit later.
We are a bit late, so I doubt Ancestors.
Yeah, we'll see. Doors just closed, so we're on our way. And we know there's a lot more theming as well on Tower Street and everywhere, so we're going to see the park-wide theming. And again, like I said, I don't know how this video is going to go. It might just be the maze reviews, because we are coming back in a few weeks for other visits as well. We've got the compound behind the scenes, and we've also got the ghost tour as well. So we'll see how it goes, but let's go to the park.
Let's get scary, huh?
So, most anticipated maze today. Which one are you most excited for?
Oh, come on. If it's on my arm, Compound.
Good choice. It's good fun.
You can't go wrong with Compound. The Nemesis Experiment, Toxicator, Forbidden Valley has it all, and the Phalanx can give it to you.
Spoken just like a member of the Phalanx, that one. So we've got various theming down Tower Street, a lot of the pumpkins returning. The spooky one over there is back as well, and Sam has just noticed that the frogs. Frogs! Talk to me about the frogs.
They've got capes again.
They have got their little costumes again, so...
They are perfect once more.
So, we'll go and see the frogs, because Sam wants to go see the frogs. Everyone's got a cauldron this year, it's new.
That is new.
New bubbling cauldron as well at the back
but
there.
Look at these babies.
Do like the frogs. And we're getting a bit of rain as well by the feeling of it. It is back with all the freaky friends, of whom we've heard are now actually scattered around the park a lot more as well, so it'll be good to see them. On the lawns we have the pumpkins back, including Galactica being blue at last, and also a very cool Nemesis one this year, who was obviously missing from last year, back with a vengeance, as they say. And like that, my wallet is suffering. Look, it's a vampire plush. I did say I wanted to see a vampire plush this year, and I am not let down. You're coming home with me at some point. Oh my goodness, so cute.
Oh, I love this.
We have also got Zombob and the other Freaky Friends plushies and a Freaky Friends mug. That's cute.
And if you look inside, you can catch the name on it.
Love that. I've also got other items over here as well. The pumpkins are back, and we've got the Freaky 5 as resins. So they look Gretel, she's really cute, I just like Gretel. And then Patch. I mean, I still can't get past him without thinking of the "It's my party and parties are supposed to be happy" line from last year, but very cute, very sweet. We do have a few other pieces, a few of the returning items as well, and yeah. So good little merchandise set there, but I do feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of money on the plushies and resins this year. I mean, everyone asked for a Vampire, and we've got a Vampire, and it's a good Vampire plush too. And he's mine. I couldn't say no. He's so cute. Look at the little adorable Vampire. Theming is spread across the park a little bit more. We've got Frankie over here pointing the way to the courtyard arena, and various others across the park as well. So I think we're going to try and find some of those. Over at the courtyard stage, we have various shows. There's Freaky Friends doing their meet and greets, Alton Ancestors doing their final show today here as well, and Phil's Halloween dance party, which will be another fun way to get involved. The stage setup is very similar to that of the one that they had over at Pirate Takeover. So you've got the whole canopy section over here, and a stage set up on the side. Quite a deep stage again, with quite a lot of sort of spooky theming and setup and decorations over there. And then if we pan over here, we've got some of the food vans are over here now, serving food over this side. Over at Katanga Canyon, we've got Gretel hanging out over here.
The man doesn't care about you. Pathetic!
I might do.
Like you! And you!
Good. Let's hope he does.
I can't wait to see burn!
I did. I think it's on fire a lot today, apparently.
Darling, would you like some roast pig?
Your modern technology be destroyed!
I mean, we can definitely live without it.
Not bad.
Caught me off guard then. Oh, it's good. It's me, the Wicker Man. Started off over there.
Starting strong.
Yeah, daytime run as well. We've never done a daytime run, but
They're starting strong. They're using multiple different ways of trying to get to you. Let's just say, yeah, burial grounds starting strong this year.
yeah, definitely an improvement on last year for us. Obviously, I didn't have great experience in there last time, but the characters are great in there, on form this year, a lot more in your face and a lot more confrontational. There was a really good actor at the end who actually completely cornered me in the corner and really wouldn't let me through, and I really loved that interaction. Some new theming in there as well, I think.
Yeah.
Like new theming and stuff. You know, we're working our way around the park, starting over this side compound as well, then heading over that way and seeing where everything else is. So obviously we've got the new scare zone and new scare maze as well. So we're not going to do the family friendly stuff today just because it's late in the day and we haven't planned that far. But we'll be doing those on a later visit, so there'll be a separate video where we do those as well. Okay, so kicking off the mazes, kicked off with compound. As you can see, it's gone dark quickly. So compound intensity has gone up this year. A lot more smoke in there this year.
Oh yeah.
Like the egg room is full of smoke. We had some really good interactions over there. You know, we had some really good fun there.
It was absolutely solid.
Yeah, great interactions, good fun. I was in for a while. I think my only criticism was we were like quite conga line batched up at the end. I think
Yeah.
we caught up to people who weren't quite sure where they were going or something. But
as a standard, it's a good maze like always. It's strong. Clearly they've actually taken away from what they did last year and gone, yeah, let's have them.
well, how many of us were there in the cell at one point on the backup? I feel there's like 5 of us in that one cell.
Yeah, there was.
The cell's in the middle, not the beginning.
But as a side, Team Compound, go, go, go!
Yes, love the intensity, love the experiments, really getting in your face this year. You know, really kind of giving that interaction that people were wanting more of last year. Hoping to do some more runs, but really solid start. I just kind of wish that second half wasn't so clogged. But again, that was more like due to the guests, I reckon. So we're going to go and check that one out again later on. And
It is opening night.
Yep. Going to head up towards some of the other ones now. I think we're going to try and do Edge of Forest.
I think we
New
are.
for this year. And check out Dark Hollow, because a few people have said that I might fit in, let's just say. So it's time for us to venture into the edge of the forest. Been hearing a bit of mixed reviews about this one, so it'd be quite interesting to see what happens and what we think. So let's go into the edge of the forest. Got a whole queue line as well. It's like, oh, queue line, into the forest we go. Oh, there's a noose in a tree. And in we go this way. To the forest we go. We'll see you soon. Okay, so edge of the forest. What do you think?
It was good. Idea behind it was alright.
I could understand what they were trying to go with, like with the first bit. I could see the concept and the idea. I didn't really find that first bit that exciting. I thought it was a bit repetitive.
It was a very slow start.
There wasn't much from the actors in the first section. The second half though, the actor energy completely changes as the story dynamic does, and it's a lot more in your face and more reactive. Like the first half's quite creepy and atmospheric,
Yep.
and the second half is a lot more impact, I think. I like how both are very different. Second half was definitely my favourite. The actors in there, some of them are pretty good at getting in your face and getting some good scares. Other ones, I think they've got a little bit more work to do, unfortunately. We did actually have a bit of a weird malfunction in there. So after the pre-show, that door was supposed to open.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the magnet stayed
on
on.
for a
The
bit.
door didn't open and we were kind of stood in there for a bit, which actually made it quite entertaining, but
Maybe it was the group
Yeah.
working too early.
I don't really know why we were delayed in there, but it was like really weird. Thought we were going to get another maze evac or something there. Obviously we got Compound, had an evac on us earlier, so... But yeah, that was a bit weird. I quite like the second half of the maze. I think I can see what they're aiming for with it. And it is definitely a different maze style to the other mazes that they've got on offer at the moment. So yeah, if it is one that you haven't done and you are interested, give it a try. So I think I do like the theming in there.
I think it'd be worth giving it another try before we make any final judgments on
Yeah,
it.
so I think I wanted to give it another go. I feel like the actors in there missed their cues on us a few times.
Yeah,
Or we were just placed too far in the group to miss certain things.
I think it was just down to where we were in the group.
Yeah, I feel like it's batched quite big. Big groups of like 12, so.
Yeah, if they maybe batch them down to like 8 people, it would probably be perfect.
Yeah,
But that would slow their throughput.
definitely would. But yeah, it was good fun. I feel like it could definitely be improved. Obviously, it's early days at the moment, so we'll see how it progresses over the season. But definitely some strong bits in there. But I do feel like it does need a bit more work in places. So it does actually do a little ride photo video option as well. So
Which is quite nifty.
I'll add that onto this clip so you can see that as well. But for now, we have one maze left to do. We're running a bit late today, so to Altonville Mines we go.
Let's go see Tiny.
I mean, it's street not too clippy, just like this. My little statues. Into the mines we go. So Altonville,
Yeah, still going strong. She's still doing well.
there was one Tiny that got me on a really good jump scare to the point where I almost fell over because I wasn't expecting him. But it was a really good run to a degree, but I feel like the actors haven't quite warmed into their roles yet.
They're just bedding in.
Like, I feel like they can, like, by the end of the season they'll do better. A few of the jump scares and the actors I missed a bit. I was leading the group, but I missed quite a few of them at the front in some areas. Like, a lot of the characters in the first section, they were a bit behind me, so I didn't really see them that much. I know you guys got a better experience with them behind me.
The ones coming from behind were great. They stalked. They followed us through the maze. They did superb.
Yeah, I turned around and saw like one or two behind me with you guys, so yeah, I feel like I might have just been in the wrong position on that one, but the interactions I had were good, but they weren't as good as previous years. I thought they were a bit short. The Tinies were more just like, hello, how are you doing? I'm like, I don't know what we're getting here.
One or two weren't.
They weren't intimidating.
They weren't like, yeah.
I weren't getting that creepy, intimidating threateningness that I was getting in previous years. However, the sheriff at the end did actually make a compliment about my outfit, which I thought was quite fun. You may look pretty, but that ain't going to help you here, which I thought was quite fun. But yeah, I feel like it's been stronger in the past. But I feel like
we're still doing well though for what it is.
I just want to see more aggression and more threatening stance from Tiny. He's just very polite this time.
Yes, I think he's just had a cup of tea. He's ready for bed.
I mean, yeah.
It is nearly
So-
closing time, and Tiny's got his nightcap on.
But again, like I said, we're going to be doing these a few times over the season, so hopefully we'll get a few better runs and we can change our opinion. But at the moment, I think they've got a bit of work to do in there.
Yeah, they're just bedding in.
Yeah, but they'll get there.
Oh.
We are going for the night run of Burial Grounds. We did a day run earlier, time for the night run.
We're going to take it home and call it Wiki.
We just found a kitten running around by a wicker man, so.
Oh, I could do with another whiskey.
To the Burial Grounds. Feed the flames. Hello.
Give yourself up. Die. You again? You look stupid. Bad for him.
Not a tree then. Such a tree.
Free the flame.
Fancy.
Stuck. Got stuck then in the bits. Oh, it's a bit more foggy. Very foggy in this section.
Keep it moving!
Almost took me out then. It's bowled me over. Leave me alone!
You like the other one, mate. It was big like this.
Lay you alive! What's that?
We're just getting the bottom of stuff.
So Burial Grounds night version. Thoughts compared to earlier and thoughts in general?
I think I prefer the day one.
Yeah, our day one was a lot stronger. 1 minute, Wicker Man's doing the lift hill.
Yep, we're in the shadow of the Wicker Man. We burn for him.
It was stronger in the daytime, weirdly enough.
It was.
I don't know why, but it just felt stronger this morning. One of the actors really kind of like said something to me that just didn't make any sense. Obviously we came through earlier on, so she was like, "Oh, you again?" It's like, okay, that's fine. But then she just turned around and went, "You look stupid." I'm like, I don't know how that fits into the story.
To be honest, I get the feeling they're being rebellious. It's like reject society is what I got told.
It just didn't seem to work.
No, they're trying to be like 60s, 70 punks.
But earlier on in the run earlier, they felt a lot stronger in that cases.
They were stronger.
But I did notice then, I don't know if it's just because it's the end of the night and the actors are getting tired.
I think they are running out of steam.
A lot of them just weren't doing anything really. They were standing in the corner or walking away, missing their cues a bit as well, I think. I think Burial Grounds always has this problem of not being able to sustain itself with the characters.
It is outside and you are spending more energy.
That's not what I mean.
No?
I mean, compare them to the Bjornen. Yes, I'm bringing this up again. Compare them to the Bjornen. The characters of the Bjornen have a whole storyline and a whole world that they can reference to. Meanwhile, when you look at the Unchosen, they haven't got that world built.
No.
So it makes it a lot harder for them to actually act in character. Because with the Bjornen, they had Wicker Man's going again. Hang on. I'll probably move out of the way actually, because we keep getting like blinded by Wicker Man. So with the Unchosen, they don't have as much of a character to work off.
No.
There's no predetermined things that they say or do. The Bjornen are a lot easier to do that with. And I feel like a lot of the cast in there struggle to find stuff to say that works for these characters without coming across plain rude in some cases, you know. And I feel like they really struggle to do it in there. And a lot of the sentences you hear are exactly the same thing repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
You know, praise be to the Wicker Man, you'll burn for him, burn, reject society. You know, it's a lot of the stuff that we hear 3-4 times in one section of that area. And I don't really know what the resolution is other than bring back the Bjorn. So that's what I'll keep saying. And I will always say that, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the one earlier one was better for us, but I still don't think it's very good, personally.
No.
What?
To be honest, it's a free one. It's nice and easy.
I like the theming.
Theming's beautiful,
I like the fire, that's good.
but again, I'm just going to draw it down to it's now the end of the night. They've been out in the cold, what, a good couple of hours.
Yeah, it's getting quite cold.
I think I would be a bit crabby or despondent too,
Yeah.
but otherwise I enjoy it. You've got to remember the target audience.
We'll give it another run and see how we get on later on in the season. See if they've warmed up a bit to the roles. So obviously, it is the first day really for them, so we'll see.
It is. They're going to get stronger as it goes forwards.
Yeah, but yeah, the morning run was definitely better in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of our 3-4 hours at Scarefest. Like I said, bit of a rush this morning as we were busy doing other things, but really wanted to come and check out those mazes before all the initial reviews came out and we started seeing spoilers all over our feeds because obviously big news, exciting things, and obviously Edge of the Forest getting a lot of attention at the moment, so we didn't want to see that before we'd got there. But yeah, I mean, what are your general thoughts on Scarefest this year, including everything we've seen so far, including theming and stuff?
Well, theming, it's on point. Actors are only just getting warmed up, so they've got the rest of this month to really get into their roles, knuckle down and scare the daylights out of everyone. And really, the general public look like they're enjoying it. So
They do.
I think they're hitting most of their marks.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, very much the same sort of thing. You know, I'm loving the theming. The park-wide theming is really good. We've needed to see park-wide theming for a while.
A very long time it's been needed.
Really good to see that. You know, really quite happy to see that, and obviously the returning mazes. Compound actually being the strongest maze of all three that we experienced tonight. Even with the issue of it backing up being a bit of a conga line at the end, I think that was the strongest.
Yeah.
You know, the cast knew what they were doing. They knew their parts. You know, they've got pretty much their fit in the brief really well from what we can see in there compared to the others. Again, I want a bit more out of it, but again, we're going to have to do some more runs on it just to get a bit more variety out of that. I like the intensity. I want to see what else they can do in there. Obviously, like I said, the end of it was backed up on our run, so we didn't quite get that ending as it should have been. Just 'cause it was just so busy in there. I think people were just not sure where to go and backed up a bit. But again, that happens every now and then through the event. Edge of the Forest, I like it. Well, I like the second half. The first half, I can see what they're trying to do, but I just don't think it quite works. It's like two very different kinds of scares really in there. But I think the second half is definitely my favourite.
Yeah, second half is the better.
There's some interesting bits in that bit. So I do feel like, again, we kind of lost the effect of it because the door didn't open in the first pre-show room when they needed to.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to have to do more runs just to see if that works properly for us, and also see how the rest of it plays out. Again, maybe in like a smaller group as well, because 12 is quite a big group for that one.
I think 12 is too big.
A little bit too big, especially for that finale section. It's just too big because you don't quite get there in time. But yeah, it was good. But I feel like, again, there's more that could be done there. Altonville sitting really weak at the moment, unfortunately. Especially my run, at least. I don't know about you, but mine was.
I enjoyed
didn't
it, but I
think
was
it
near the
was-
back.
I just didn't get the same Altonville vibe that we've seen in previous years. Now, obviously, Tiny's quite an imposing character, but it just felt more like a comedic sideshow this time in there with him. He was just very happy, jokey, haha, come into my house kind of.
Yeah, he was very much.
He was fun and welcoming, but he was kind of really contradicting what the cheerleaders were saying. You know, he's going to take my hair and my hair's my best part about me. Look what he did to my friend. And, you know, they just weren't adding up. So I feel like Tiny isn't really being that imposing force that he is supposed to be in the story. But again, one thing that we'll have to see how it progresses, but I feel like it's running weaker this year than last year. Then of course we've got the scare zones, burial grounds, hit and miss. The run earlier on I quite liked, and then the evening run went back to how it had been in previous visits for me. I don't like how that girl insulted me.
No, I know you don't.
I don't, obviously it didn't work for the character, but I also just found it was a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Uncalled for approach, maybe? Felt a bit uncalled for, I don't know. And then obviously Dark Hollow. I'd say that was probably the strongest thing we've seen today.
I think that was my favourite.
It was strong, it was fun. I liked the whimsicalness of it. It was very fun. You know, I ended up skipping off with one of the 13 girls. You know, it was quite fun. But it was a cool little zone, and it kind of goes down a path that I completely forgot was there. I'll be entirely honest with you. But that path's been blocked off, I think, for a while. Again, my only criticism though is it's not accessible, especially that end bit where you kind of go up the wood chips.
Yeah, it's not accessible at all.
No, so both of the scare zones are not that accessible. I know it's like it looked like it was going to start off being a little bit accessible, and then as you went on it got quite bumpy. And then obviously we know that Burial Grounds also isn't accessible because of those weirdly uneven floorings and sharp turns, and they got a lot of boards and stuff there. We're not really well versed in accessibility, but I will link people down below who are. So check these people out because they can talk a bit more about it. But I definitely almost tripped over at least once or twice today in various places. So yeah, not the greatest sometimes. But what was your favourite bit?
The teddy bears.
In general, over the day, not just the teddy, not just in Dark Hollow.
I enjoyed the whole thing as a whole. As a
good.
whole, our 3-4 hours here have been nothing but entertaining and superb.
Yeah, it was good to see everyone as well. So we ran into so many friends. I think if I put more on screen, we'd have a screen full of things. But we ran into so many people. That was great to see you all. Hope to see some more of you again around Scare season, because we'll be back quite a few times and getting hopefully many more runs of those mazes to see what's going on and what changes really. So yeah, I think for now we're going to leave this here. We're going to try and get out of the car park and make our way home. But if you have visited Scarefest, let us know which maze was your favourite. Let us know what you thought of the new additions, and yeah, we'll see you in the next scary video. So see you soon.
Toodles.
Thanks for watching, and goodbye. So, this is a weird bit because we're adding this onto the video that we've done after the outro of the video. But we're back again. We weren't planning to be here today, but we are here today. And we decided to do a viewing on some of the mazes. Just in Altonville, and what an improvement from yesterday. Like,
Yeah, they're hitting harder, they're fresher, they're on the ball.
I mean,
They actually got me.
yeah, they got you, they got me a few times in there as well. I think yesterday we did the last one of the night. Now we're on one of the earlier ones, on the first one of the night. I think this was one of the first ones, about 3:30. So yeah, one of the first ones. And yeah, there's a lot more energy going on there. There's a lot more in your face. You know, there's a good variety of characters in there. There's a lot more of the jock characters, with there's the sheriffs. I think there's a sheriff here halfway through the maze, I don't know.
No,
There's
they were
a-
right near the end again,
I
beginning
think
and
that's
end.
all one in the middle, I'm not sure. But there was a good variety of characters. The characters are a lot stronger as well, so they're playing their own kind of roles. Like we had one of the characters that was a little bit more upset at the end this time, but obviously yesterday they were a lot more like go, go, go. So good variety in there this time. And I don't know about you, but there was contact in there for me this time as well.
Yeah, I got brushed up and grabbed on the shoulder, which...
Someone got
yeah,
my leg.
do it, keep going.
Someone got my leg and it was really effective, so you know, really good. I think the cast are starting to learn those rap runs that they have in there, and they're getting a lot stronger. But the energy in there today was really, really strong. So, and also just to point out, we were at the front of the group on both of these runs, so it's not like we were in different positions, but very strong one today, and yeah, big fan of that one.
So, Tiny's revenge.
It's
Well
gone back
done,
up again.
lads.
Yeah, they've redeemed themselves off yesterday, gone back up in the list. Yesterday it was our weakest maze. Now I feel like it might be one of the stronger ones today.
Like you're doing to those kids, keep killing it.
So part 2 of our we're here, even though we didn't intend to be here to do another run. Just finished over at Edge of the Forest, and again, I'd say it was stronger today than yesterday. They've taken a lot of feedback on board over the last day or so, you know, from the preview and also from the feedback they've been sending out. Obviously we saw that in Mine Tours, and we've just seen that again here. A lot more in your face, the actors there getting a lot closer. They're growing in confidence really. I had a pretty decent scare at the end with Leshwall. He came up behind me somehow and I don't know where it came from.
He probably chased you up.
Like, he really chased me out of this one section at the end, which is quite good. The finale still is a problem, I think, where people aren't in there. So we were in a group, it batches in 12s. There was only like 4 to 5 of us in that finale when they triggered it. So they need some sort of way to control that. Maybe like, I don't know, shutting the door, you know, because the whole thing's about an open door. Shut the door maybe to keep people in that, out, to make sure everyone's in before you start it. I'm not sure. But I'd say that is the biggest issue they've got at the moment, is the finale is a big issue for getting people in to make sure they catch it in time. But it's definitely improving. I feel like it's going to be the kind of entire thing in the second half, is just everything's improving, which is good. So yeah, I mean, what do you think?
To be honest, I'm happy that it was a lot stronger. They were willing to get more in your face. Like, yeah, better than last night. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, you know, keep getting stronger, keep getting more intense, and see where we go. But so far, we've had two more experiences there that have been improved and more intensive. So yeah, keep going with that. Really, that's what we want to see. So, you'll notice that Dark Hollow was missing from the other part of the video. There was a reason for that. we had a technical failure slash Elise didn't press the button when she thought she pressed the button, and the button was pressed and it wasn't pressed or something. But either way, we completely didn't film the walk through Dark Hollow, and we also forgot to film what we didn't film, the after review either, because they both went goodbye basically to us. So yeah, Dark Hollow, we really liked it. It was fun. It was like quite creepy, but in a great like interactive way.
I think you could call it playfully creepy.
Yeah, it was good fun. Good little mix of characters in there. I know some people have actually, since I've been looking at things from last night, people are saying it feels quite curse-like, and I can see that. I can see the curse at all manner referencing in there that people are referring to. But I like it. It's cute. There were some fun interactions in there. Some good little references if you are a Dark Forest fan, and I quite enjoyed it. I quite like that creepiness of it, really. Like creepy but cute. I think I found it.
Pretty much the OG creepy girl in Towers, pretty much.
Yeah, and I mean, I had a lot of fun. Yesterday, obviously, I was wearing my baby from Altonville Mines, and it was just quite a bit of fun. Sort of skipping off with one of the other girls in the maze. It was quite fun. The interactions were quite nice. Instead of being like quite threatening, it's quite a interactive and eerie, immersion one, I find, and it kind of works. I mean, we've only done it in the dark. We'll come and do it in the light as well at some point, and yeah, I really like it. It's got some really cool like set pieces, and it takes a route that I didn't even know was there. I've been telling you. But what do you think?
I enjoyed it, thoroughly loved it. The girls that were for the 13, yeah, they were brilliant. They were unhinged in areas, and it was brilliant. The teddy bears, which felt more like a reference to Alton Towers' history, that was a nice touch. They were so fluffy though.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of history in there. I think one of the old ancestor outfits was in there too, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yes, the Roman.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options in there, a lot of different things. We really liked it. So yeah, I really quite like that one. And I kind of, well, obviously, I prefer it to Burial Grounds. For you?
Is this a competition?
Yes.
Was that one?